However, I didn't really have room to get too cocky, as the Orient Express was about to make a long stop in Innsbruck.
Jonathan and Robert are relying on a 50-year-old engine to power their D-Type down to Venice, whereas we've got state-of-the-art power. But the interesting thing is, we actually change engines on the Orient Express no less than 4 times. And obviously to do that, we've got to stop. It could be 5 minutes, could be 10 minutes, could be half an hour. The frustrating thing is, while we're stood still, they're catching us up, they're overtaking us, and they're forging ahead. We might not break down, but we might not get there in time.
And whilst we were stuck for an hour waiting for an engine change, the boys were motoring on, inching closer to the lead. Back on board the train, I'm powerless to do anything else. I just have to sit and wait for our engine to pull us as fast as the tracks will let us go. Then out of the blue I hear the news. They're almost upon us.
Well, according to our tracking device, the Jaguar is really close. They're within about a mile of us and they should be running on the road that runs parallel to the track here. So I'm going to keep my eyes peeled and see if we can get a glimpse of them. I can't believe that after all these hours they've managed to keep up with us, and we're literally within touching distance of each other.
And then, just when we could do without it, the unthinkable happens.
We've just been told that we're going to have to change engines again. We've only just had this one on from Innsbruck for about an hour, something like that, so we're going to have to pull into the station. We're trying to get the boys in the Jaguar to coincide the meeting with us. They're very, very reluctant to lose any time on the road, but it's going to be so close. It'll be great to see them this far on. It's going to give us about 5 hours, 5.5 hours after that, sprint finish all the way. I've just seen it, the car is about 400 yards ahead of us. Wow, this is unbelievable. We've done over 1,000 kilometres. We've been going now for over 24 hours. And after all this, we're actually going to see the car on the road. They're going to see us. It's as close as that, fantastic. Oh wow, that's gorgeous. Go on, boys! Yeah, come on! I've got you a drink! Got you one each! They're not interested. They're not interested. Doesn't she sound gorgeous? Oh, when they throttle back on the overrun. Oh, that is just amazing. Over 1,000 kilometres done, and here we are within 30 yards of the car. I've got to say, it looks like it's running well. Sounds good. Sounds rough, like a race car should. Everybody on the train is hanging out the windows now to get a shot of the car. This is unbelievable. Didn't think we'd get this close to it.
And with that, they were off. We're now on the final leg of the race, and whilst the boys struggle onwards, it was time for lunch on the Orient Express. Jonathan and Robert are on the home straight, and after a difficult night, both of them seem to have hit their stride.
That was probably one of the most fantastic drives I've ever had, and I've had quite a few. And we were just flat out through, what was it called? The Brennan Pass. Just, you know, the E was, I mean, the D, big pardon, was just absolutely fantastic.
We've had a huge adventure. We've seen the train. I didn't think we'd get as much kind of dicing with the train, which was brilliant.
And we had freezing cold rain this morning, and now we get absolutely boiling hot sunshine. It's quite a change.
Is that my petrol on the floor? Rob? Is that my petrol on the floor?
The carbs are still leaking petrol, and it seems to be getting worse. It's a difficult decision, but with only 200 miles left to the finish line, the boys decide they have to risk it. However, if it doesn't hold, it could spell disaster for the crew and the race.
Ready to go.
Welcome back to part 4, and after nearly 2,000 kilometres of racing, it's still nip and tuck. It's all to play for.
This is the final leg of the race, and the Jaguar's engine appears to be holding. Whilst Jonathan and Robert can't push the car too hard, they've still managed to catch us up again. As we near Venice, it's literally anybody's race.
So as you can see, it's 2:30, day 2. We're having a little bit of light lunch. Just had a message through from the Jaguar team that they're going to be tracking along somewhere along the bottom of this valley. We're travelling along quite slowly at the moment. We're doing about 20 miles an hour, and they're going to be on the road probably out that window there.
Well, not quite out of that window, but I was right about one thing. The Jaguar had caught up with the train.
Oh wow, they're outside. Well, obviously they're outside, they're not in here. But they're running parallel. Now I was told to look out that window, which I've been doing religiously for the last quarter of an hour or so, and they're actually just out there. Wow. So we're this close with what, 3 hours to go? They've got the entire train on their side, I think. That's fantastic. That's fantastic. I was looking out that window, and then all of a sudden the car's coming up on the right hand side. We've got 3 hours to go, nip and tuck. They don't rely on pushing the car totally hard, so I think they've got a little bit of reserve. Maybe they're playing with us now, maybe they're taunting us. It's going to be a photo finish.
Robert and Jonathan press on towards Venice, leaving the train to navigate the complexities of the Italian rail system. And with clear roads and little to stop them, Jonathan and Robert make a quick run through to Venice. It's game, set and match to the Jaguar.
Game, set and match, Jaguar. Jaguar 1, Orient Express 4.
To be fair, we weren't far behind, but unfortunately, second place is just not good enough.
Jason,
Hey David, yeah.
final report from the operations centre.
Tell me.
They've beaten us.
You're joking.
No, they're just approaching the causeway now, so I'm sorry about this, but they've finally done it. I tell you,
we're creeping into the outskirts of Venice. We are so close.
we're so close, but it was very tight, wasn't it? I mean, they've done a fantastic job.
They
Yes,
have.
you know, but they must have absolutely put the foot down. I did have a message from them saying that the Italian police were being very helpful.
Damn. Oh well, we've arrived in Venice, albeit a little bit too late. Better go and shake the hands of the victors, eh? I suppose congratulations is in order.
It is indeed. It is in order. But before you say anything, Robert and I've got something for you. Jason, Robert and I've got something. We've got something for you.
Go on then.
What were you drinking yesterday morning? When you saw us, I've been on the train. We were at Eurotunnel. What were you drinking?
Big Bellini.
Bellini!
Oh really?
That's
How
what
did
we
you
go
have
for.
It's
You're not going to
very
be drinking.
warm.
You're not going to be drinking it for a while, are you?
Jeez, that's like coffee.
Don't say that about the Bellinis.
That's
How was your trip?
Fantastic. I've
So
got to
you
say.
were in the same
Yeah, I put on about 4 kilos. I haven't had a shower for 2 days. I actually feel really grubby.
Haven't had a shower.
But my God, was it luxurious. Could you turn round and go straight back now?
Easy.
Yeah?
Absolutely. Hasn't missed a beat, has it?
Be fantastic. I will go on the train, you can come in the car.
Actually, no, I don't think.
You say it!
Testimony to British engineering, I've got to say, boys.
I can open that up, show you. There's not a leak on it, not a drop of oil, nothing.
No, just that strong smell of petrol.
Just that heavy smell. Just don't light a fag just yet. That's authenticity.
Take that Havana
for you.
cigar and it
Call
all
it
goes up.
patina.
Just so there's no hard feelings.
Oh,
There you go.
look at that.
Thank you very much.
They might have been more useful at the start of the journey to save the sun.
Anna, thank you very much.
Robert, take your other hat off. I'll tell you what. You know, should we just smack it over the wing? Smack it over the wing.
Pour it all over him in the interior.
Do you reckon this might impact on the crowd that's gathered?
Yeah.
I wouldn't waste
Can we
it.
get out of this car now?
Come on
We've been
then.
here for the last 36 hours.
Hey, a round of applause in order.
Oh, thank you very much.
So there you go, it's early evening in Venice. We've all arrived safely. Had to be a winner, had to be a loser. On this occasion, I was the loser. Still, the boys have given me this bottle of Bellini, which I've now discovered cost them just €6. Cheapskates. Still, when in Venice, it'd be a shame to waste it, wouldn't it?